Oh, dude, Wild Boy Dev said taco merch is coming soon, baby.
Ooh, some taco merch.
There's like some good ones you can make with that, especially with the Cobra folds making the taco shape.
Do the taco merch, man.
You know what I'm saying? That little taco bin.
I'll sport the taco merch.
Send me a couple taco shirts, man.
Yeah. We got some new merch coming. I know I'm not going to talk about what it is.
Brian, I'm telling you, man. You tell these people everything.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Listen,
there's some fire coming, man.
Yeah.
And
to keep you warm in these cold months.
I think is going to also come is I think I've talked about this, so I'm going to say it openly. I think that we are going to drop the Bella Banana shirt.
Yes,
again.
you have talked about that.
So I think we're going to drop that.
Do you know when? Because I need one.
I think it might be relatively soon. I think. You know what's going to be cool? Get this.
Get out.
I think so. Yeah. So this is actually kind of cool for you lovers out there. This is a little love talk.
Break it down.
We're going to have 4 virtual cards you can get that you can send to your lover.
Get out. What do you mean?
So it's going to be like Bella. It's going to be Salt. It's going to be Drogo, and I can't remember I think maybe Perdita. And it'll be a Valentine's Day. It's pretty cheap, like under $5 or something like that. And you can customize it. And you can download it, print it out. That's adorable. You could send it by email. You can download it and print it out. You could do whatever you want with it. So those are going to be available probably next week. Wow. And obviously before February 14th. So if you guys are thinking about a cool little gift that's pretty cheap, those will be available probably next week.
And if you don't have a lover, send it to yourself.
Send it to yourself, man. Get yourself some lonely time.
It's all fine. Yeah, exactly. Keith threw $1. Sit on it a little before. Keith said, just threw $1 for the love. We appreciate Keith. You, brother.
Thanks, man.
Let me see who else we got here.
We got a few more, and then we can still jump on this other story.
Yeah,
too.
We can hit the alligator, the crocodile story.
But like I said, I'll answer your questions all night, man. I appreciate you guys.
Sherry says, great podcast. Love the stories of Africa. You always entertain with these adventures. We appreciate hearing about your travels, sending super positive vibes, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Sherry. We appreciate you. I appreciate you personally very much. And listen, I've had a lot of adventures around the world and even in this country and even in this state, for gosh sakes. I've had a lot of great adventures, and I've been very fortunate to live a crazy life. It's been a little bit of a pause this last year, as the world has been paused.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And so I think that's one of the things that adjustment period for me, probably mentally has been difficult too, because you got to remember when you're doing something. I would assume it's like similar to how somebody works a job for 40 years and then retires.
Yes.
And then they go through like a funk when they retire because they don't know that they don't have purpose in life and so like that. Now I have purpose in life. I have all those things. I'm just saying that, I traveled.
Going from a high to a low is hard, always.
Yeah, I traveled almost constantly for 20 years. There was never a time I got home and didn't have another trip planned. Like, it was always like, all right, I'm home for 10 days. I'm home for 4 days. I'm home for 2 weeks. But there was always like, okay, in 10 days, 4 days, 2 weeks, I'm leaving again. And that was like that for 20 years. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, nope, we're not going anywhere.
For how long? We don't know.
Yeah, it can't go anywhere. It can't. Like there was a period of time, especially in March, April, May, June, that like you didn't even think about going somewhere. Like the thought of going somewhere was like, oh my God, you're going to die, you know? And then of course, over the summer that loosened up. And even now I would feel comfortable traveling quite frankly. I don't have any concerns about traveling right now, but I still feel like, this is what I've said is like when you went, 99 yards, and you're 1 yard away from the touchdown, do you really want to go backwards? You know what I mean? How much we've already spent 11 months or whatever, not traveling. Maybe we spend a couple more months, and by the time then we're going to be able to travel without all the concern, So like, I feel like we're so close to the finish line that we might as well just wait it out before we start going crazy again. And hopefully that's going to be sooner than later. I pray. I think things are, on the upswing right now with the vaccine, at least in this country. And I think that, by the time June comes around, I think we're going to be, looking a lot different than we are now. And I mean, the reports are that up to 300 million people could be vaccinated by the middle or end of June. So if 300, that's everyone in the country. I mean, except for people under 16. So, that's huge. That looks good.
Ace says, if you could tell 21-year-old Brian anything, what would it be?
Patience, man. Patience. I tell people this all the time is that I'm 51 right now. I think I was probably in my 45 4:45 range before I really felt like I understood what I was doing.
Isn't that crazy to think? Because everyone thinks that like by 18 you should know what you're doing. You know?
And you know, Noah's going through that now at 21. He thinks like he should have an idea, and that's the advice I give anybody that's young is be patient. You know, long life ahead of you. You don't, you know, so many. The 21-year-old Brian had no idea. There wasn't even YouTube, right? You know, I mean, like there wouldn't have been
you couldn't even plan for the life you had now.
There's no way I could be imagining I'm sitting in a cave room in a podcast on a Saturday night talking to
below your own reptile zoo that's sold that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to think.
There's
like,
no
it's
way.
Impossible.
It's impossible. And so patience is what's important. Don't chase anything. Let everything come to you, you know, and
pivot.
You can absolutely go after your dreams, and I preach going after your dreams, after your dreams, after your dreams, but don't chase them into oblivion. You know, I mean, like, you know, as a matter of fact, I remember
keep an eye above water.
They always say in business, like the only time you want to do a deal is when you're willing to walk away from a deal.
Yeah,
you know, if you aren't willing to lose a deal, do not do that deal, because as soon as you feel you can't lose a deal is when you're going to lose. So always go into everything in the fact that, like, hey, if this doesn't work out, there's a backup plan. It's going to be fine. If I don't get this, it's going to be okay. If I don't get this pair of snakes, another pair of snakes will come up that I'm just as happy with. You know, so on and so forth. That's the advice I'd give any 21-year-old right now is be passionate, enjoy your life, live your life hard. Don't worry. Don't sweat the little things, man. You know, it's all gonna work out.
So true.
It's just the truth. It all works out in the end, no matter what you think.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?